It takes a ton to try to overcome an addiction, but the strengths that you acquire in that process might unlock a level in paradise that would have otherwise been inaccessible to you. And when the Prophet ﷺ mentioned the burning hot coal, he also said that you have the reward of 50 of the companions when you hold on tight. And in this day and age, that burning hot coal seems to be your phone, which gives you instant access to your desires. But if your fear of Allah holds you back instead, it can be an amazing thing. And it's mentioned by Ibn Asakir rahimahullah ta'ala that there was this young man who used to worship in the masjid during the time of Umar ibn al-Khattab radiyallahu ta'ala anhu. And every day as he'd go to the masjid, there was a woman that became infatuated with him. And so she'd invite him on his way to the masjid to come into her home. And he resists day in and day out, and she keeps trying day in and day out. And then one day, he falls for it. So just as he's about to enter into her house, he remembers this ayah. إِنَّ الَّذِينَ اتَّقَوْا إِذَا مَسَّهُمْ طَائِفٌ مِّنَ الشَّيْطَانِ تَذَكَّرُوا فَإِذَا هُمْ مُبْصِرُونَ. Indeed, those who fear Allah, when the shaitan touches them with an impulse, they suddenly remember Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and they immediately can see again. And so as he recited this verse, he fell unconscious right in front of her door. And when he regained consciousness, he kept on repeating this verse until he actually passed away. So when the news reached Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu, he was deeply grieved, and he went to console the father of this young man. Then he went to the grave of that young man to pray on him and make dua for him. And as Umar radiallahu ta'ala anhu went to his grave and stood on top of it, he said, Ya fata, waliman khafa maqama rabbihi jannatan. O young man, for those who fear their Lord will be 2 gardens in paradise. What he unlocked in those moments of fear of Allah in the midst of temptation ended up giving him multiple gardens of Jannah. But you have to know that that fear of Allah wasn't generated in those few moments. It just kicked in at the right time.